2 years in a row.
Come on, D. Come on, D. Give me my victory. Give me my victory, damn it. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh,
Give it to me. What's going on, Washington Football Nation? It's your boy Rio, and we are back with another episode of Rambling with Rio. And for the second week in a row, it's going to be Monday, another victorious week for the Washington football team, as we just went to Carolina and we got the W. We just spoiled the Cam Newton reunion. So to that, I say, let's go. And for the first time this season, we've just rolled off back-to-back victories and are now 2-0 coming off the bye week. I don't know what we did during the bye week in Ashburn, but please give me more of that shit because this team looks different right now. The Panthers went down and took the lead to start the game on their first drive like a well-oiled machine. Cam looked like he didn't lose a step, went right down the field and scored. And I'm like, oh, man, because like I was saying last week, this is going to be the game that shows me something, because usually coming off of a victory as big as the one we had versus Tampa, the Redskins of past would have just crumbled the next week, folded and laid a giant egg. But Washington came to play today. 27-21 victory. By the way, your boy predicted it on the Carolina preview I did with the C3 Panthers podcast on Thursday. And in case you forgot, but I'm taking Washington with a 27-21 victory and spoiling Cam's
Ooh, a lot of
reunion.
points.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm feeling lovely right now, you know? I'm still going to go crazy with it and start talking, oh, we're going on a run, we're going streaking. I'm just going to keep enjoying it for what it is. Victories come few and far between here. I will take it. 4-6 through 10 games now. We got Seattle coming to town, who looks like a very beatable team on Monday Night Football. We've known to be terrible on Monday Night Football in the past, and we got to play against that man, Russell Wilson. But they look very beatable. And for starters on the game today, I like to give props where props are due. Taylor Heinicke, you balled your goddamn ass off today. As critical as I've been, and a lot of fans can be on this guy for his limitations of arm and awareness, I don't think he could have possibly played a better game today. He was perfect. 16 of 22 for 206 yards, 3 tutties, no picks. Come on, man. I don't even care about the couple passes that he missed. We're not going to do that today. We're not going to put minute mistakes in a magnifying glass. Dude is a fucking gamer, man. I don't even know what else to say. Dude balled out today. He made all the throws. Even his deep balls look good. The moxie is back on full display, and the real reunion today was Taylor back to Carolina and not Cam coming back. All right, let me stop. I ain't going to go that far. But, hey, Taylor said, in case y'all forgot who I was, I can do this shit too. And he balled his ass off. Terry McLaurin, per usual. We don't deserve him to do this. Too good, man. He's big time. He is big time. That's a top 5 receiver in the NFL, bro. The dude does it. He's humble. He's a hard worker. He works every day to sharpen his craft. He wins on like 98% of his routes. His hands, for the most part, are automatic. I wish you caught that deep ball because high numbers look even better. And that ball was perfect. But Terry, baller. He should have had another one at the end, too. Heinicke missed him by just a little bit, but we won the game, so we're not going into all that right now. James Smith-Williams, half a sack on the day. That's how you step up. We're without Chase Young and Montez Sweat pretty much for the duration of the season. And people are coming in and balling. It's crazy. 2 of the better players on our defense looks better. We held the Panthers to 2 of 9 on third downs today. Their total offense, under 300 yards. Passing offense, under 200 yards. What more could you ask for? Yes, Christian McCaffrey got his, but when he's healthy, which is not a lot, it's not often, he's going to get numbers. He's going to do that to you. There's no linebacker in the league covering Christian McCaffrey. That's the most agile white guy in the history of white guys. Love the guy, CMC. But yeah, man, they look good today. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could got more production out of our first and third rounder, De'Ami Brown and Jamin Davis. I'm looking for nitpicks now. Oh, Antonio Gibson, you have a real bouquet issue, bro. I'm glad they set you down on the bench for a little bit because that lit a fire under him. And that boy was running angry the whole second half. And I loved it. Ended up with almost 100 yards. Love to see it. We have 3 capable running backs. J.D. McKissick, dog. Jarrett Patterson, every time he gets in, dog. And Gibson was like, he was a renewed soul in the second half, man. That benching didn't sit right with him, even though he deserved it. I was happy when they took his ass. I called for it, actually. Adam Humphries, they don't call his number a lot, but whenever they do call it, it's on a big critical third down or second and long situation. He always answers the call. DeAndre Carter has been the find of the offseason for this team. This guy had 0 career touchdowns going into this season and was on the street. 4 touchdowns this year, 3 receiving and 1 return. Baller. Like, not to compare him to the guy, but the technique. I get why some people say they can see a little Tana in his technique. I see it. Shout out to the homie Ashley because she said off rip, Andre Carter was a hell of a get. Hell of a find, Ron. Hell of a find. I can't believe in the offseason process of breaking down the roster and our projections that I wasn't just 100% sure that he was a lock to make the roster because he is an essential component of this team. He's a ball plays with all heart. He's fast and shifty as hell. He had a fumble today, but we got it back. But come on, man. We played a game where we didn't force a turnover, but our defense still balled out, man. I love it, man. I love it. And we actually should have had more points up, but Gibson turned the ball over in the red zone. It's not too much to complain about right now. We wanted them to answer the call. We have been hard on their ass all year. We wanted Ron and this coaching staff to finally light a fire and right the ship here. They've coming off the bye week, beat the reigning champs in the GOAT, and beat a new life Carolina Panthers team with Cam back, with that infectious, galvanizing energy. It felt like a damn playoff game when Cam started running out there, doing all this when he did the rushing touchdown. We were in 2015 again, but Ron said, no, sir. No, sir. I hate to spoil the reunion, but it's also a reunion of mine, and I'm not leaving this goddamn stadium without a victory, and that's what we did today. I'm happy for let's clap it up for our boys, man. We're sitting at 4-6 right now with a golden opportunity. I'm not even going to say the word playoffs right now. We're not doing it yet. But we have 2 games coming up, right? We got Monday Night Football versus the Seattle Seahawks, where my guy Wale is going to be coming to perform. My guy Phil Lauren, that's going to be exciting as hell. I'll be in attendance for that. And then we got to go to Vegas, another winnable game. Win those 2 games and get back to 6-6. And then we could talk about a run or making the playoff. We finished the season with a gauntlet of divisional opponents. We go Dallas, Philly, New York to end the season. Get to 6-6, and we can start talking about making a run at the playoff. Because you know how it goes when it comes to divisional games. When it comes to divisional matchups, it's a toss the records out because teams are used to each other. They know each other's tendencies and techniques, and it doesn't matter how good or bad either team is. It's always a fair 50-50 shot when it comes to playing your divisional opponent. So get to these damn divisional matchups with a 6-6 record, and I'll say it's an actual legit shot to find a postseason spot. But until then, I'm not going to go there yet. I'm just going to enjoy each victory, take it week by week, and see if they build on the momentum that's forming here. Because since the bye week, They look nothing like the team we saw in the first 9 weeks of the season. It looks totally different. It looks like the players are finally buying into the procedure here, buying into the routine. They're playing with heart. They're not playing soft. They're not playing stupid. And they're not playing to not lose games. They're actually playing to go out and win games. And that's the difference between the team I'm looking at now and the team from earlier weeks. There were plenty of moments in today's game where a Washington team of the past would have just tucked it in and called it a night because something didn't go their way. They're managing to get through those moments. They're managing to stick through it. It's a beautiful sight to see because I'm not used to that here. Once one thing goes bad, it all goes to fucking hell here. But right now, we're on something. We're on one right now, and I just want to keep that shit rolling. And I can't say enough about how well Taylor Heineke played today. That guy truly impressed me today. Like, he made some big boy throw. That throw to Cam Sims. Speaking of Cam Sims, welcome to 2021, Cam Sims. It's nice to see you again, buddy. You got in the end zone today. It's nice to have you back. John Bates in limited snap. You in spot duty. You are showing me something. You're showing me more in the last 2 weeks than I ever saw from Jeremy Sprinkle. So for that, I'm going to clap it up for you too. We got to figure out what De'Ami Brown's role is going to be in this offense because right now, his role is just running around on the football field, and that's not going to cut it out of a third-round pick that we put such high expectations on. I know all third-round picks aren't created equal, and it doesn't mean he has to be Terry McLaurin, but from what I saw in the offseason, we thought he was going to be a big part of this offense, and right now, he doesn't have a role or an identity in the offense. Defensively speaking, Landon Collins looks so much more comfortable now that we're running him in a line spot. Cam Curl is an absolute dog, and it is a travesty that he wasn't out there for 100% of the snaps since the start of the season. That dude is all over the place. In coverage, in the run game, absolute baller. One of the best players on our defense. Jonathan Allen, baller. You just see him mauling guards and in the backfield almost every play of the game. Cole Holcomb, 10 tackles, 7 solo. He doesn't have the best set of traits or athleticism, but he seems to always have a knack for the football. Can't say enough about that, especially considering we have this rookie that we took in the first round, Jamin Davis, who has all the athletic, freaky traits in the world, but manages to not get his name called the entire game on a weekly basis. I need to see more from our first-round pick. I know it takes a while for a linebacker to adjust to the league, but I'm watching rookie linebackers league-wide make plays. Jamin Davis, you are allowed to make plays, sir. Do it. We need it. But, yeah, man, the corners played good. William Jackson's making plays. He's around the football. They're getting more to his style of football rather than forcing him in these loose, lax zones all the time. The D-line, Deron Payne had a half a sack today. I do not have many complaints at all about this game today. It was a well-fought victory. It was well coached after the first quarter because the first quarter of the game, I'm not sure what the fuck Scott Turner was thinking, but there were some very, very questionable calls. But I'm not going to harp too much on the negative shit today now. I am rah-rah Rio. I'm feeling positive, and I'm on my high horse for the second week in a row. And for the first time 2021 week, back-to-back victories. So we're just going to call it there, man. I'm going to call it there before I start nitpicking and finding shit that I'm upset with about the game today. Dallas is losing. It's a beautiful goddamn day to be a football fan. So, yeah, I'm going to call it at that. I'll see y'all later this week. Hail to this football team. Hail victory. Deuces.